Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the finale. It's First Touch here on Monday, June 14th. It's me, Dazerin. Of course, joined with me is Roll Dizz and TBates. Oh, I got to scooch over. What's up, gentlemen? How are we doing today? It's good. It's a big day, but before we get anything started, obviously, how's everybody? How's everybody?
Doing good. Great start to the week. Let's get off on the right foot. How we doing, TBates? What's good?
You already know I'm looking good. You got the G2 on. You got the G2 repping the armor. Hurry up. Hold on.
Go that way. There you go. Show it.
Oh yeah. Championship week, baby. It's about to be a fire show today. And all I'm saying is let's get it rolling. We got a lot to do.
Yes, sir. We got a lot to do. And first things first, obviously, big shout out to Psyonix. We got some stuff to debut, starting with this video. Check it out.
RLCS X has been the longest, most challenging season in the history of the sport. Teams from Europe, North America, Oceania, and South America have all fought to make it to the RLCS X Championships. Hundreds of teams began the season, and now only 16 remain. The road to the championships was filled with memorable moments and unforgettable events. Let's turn back the clock and relive the plays that led us to the RLCSX Championships.
Phase. Games like this have been going to overtime in this series, though. AJ's got other ideas, though. Oh my goodness, the carry off the wall past every defender. Tie game.
Was there. Ground pinch is light. Tip up from Requiem. He's going to try to air dribble it past the defense. Got a flip reset and the bump. Requiem with some heavy lifting.
This is nothing for either of these teams. We have gone back and forth and what a shot! Placement brilliant! And Fever makes it a one-goal game. For Jan. Oh, he's got the flip. Oh, got it! Second touch will go neutral. Devo here up against Fairy Peak. He's got enough boost to chase this one down and double tap it in. Devo scores the first goal.
But CJ will have some time. He pops it up. Kami off his attacking back. Drop down to CJ. CJ.
Beautiful play.
LJ, the leader for Oxygen.
He's still going.
Oh, and he got it. Oh, LJ, never giving up on the play. Musty passes to himself off the ceiling. Musty.
Again, Bruno, and here comes Jan. This guy's got the flip reset. Look
what
brings a shot out.
Look at what happened.
That's insane. What a play.
Oh, and look at that. We also have a guest with us. Hello, Sunless Khan. We got to welcome Sunless to the show. How you doing?
I'm doing great. It's good to be here. First touch. Wow. Exciting to be on here.
Well,
I love this show. It's cool to actually be here. What's up?
Yeah, we're definitely glad to have you. First of all, that video was cold. Okay, like I just gotta say on a side note, that video was awesome. Secondly, of course, obviously, Sunless, thank you for joining us. We're gonna ask you obviously a couple of questions while we have you here. Yeah, obviously, you were the voice, Professor Khan, on
Yes,
Rocket League Academy. You got to talk to me about that. What was it like being Professor Khan?
Ooh, well, that was pretty cool. I really enjoyed working with Psyonix on a video series like that. Kind of shakes things up a little bit from the regular YouTube grind to kind of do a regular, like a scripted series. Kind of reminds me of client work back in the day when I used to, before I did YouTube, making videos for people. So, yeah, it was amazing. Yeah, it was a good time making that series, and now it's done, all finished up.
Yeah, I liked seeing everyone do the little attendance checks under
Yeah, that was good.
That was so cool.
See the regulars come in on Twitter.
And the growth is like honestly really amazing to see from you. But I definitely want to like break down like what is the life of being Sunless Khan. Like just talk to me about like the life of being a content creator.
That sounds like it needs to be a vlog. I need to make a vlog on that, a day in the life. I've never done that.
Yeah,
That's an idea right
cool.
there.
I think that'd be cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty, back in the day when I first, a couple years ago when I first went full time, it was pretty unstructured. Like I just kind of just winging it. But these days it's a little more scheduled. I have kind of a daily routine that I try to stick to, get up at the same time, get the exercise in, have time set aside for practicing Rocket League and playing, just for fun, of course. And obviously also scheduling some having that work-life balance, some relaxing time, because it's tempting just to like honestly just work on YouTube all day. So, getting that kind of schedule down was a big part of being a content creator. I think after a while was an important part of it.
before Raul goes, I wanted to add on to that, and that's like just to get the audience a feel of like how many hours you put into this, and to like what you've done to grow yourself and your brand, and overall put out such great content. How many hours does it take to like for you to actually make a video, like the process of the thought process going into it, and then finding the people and all that? Like, give the audience some perspective on that.
I don't know, because I don't really like keep track of my time. I'm just kind of doing it. It feels like all the time, to be honest. Like I'm never really not thinking about it, which is kind of, in some ways, that's kind of sad. Like I could be just, trying to chill, but in my mind, I'm just thinking about what the next video is. So honestly, I'm never not like actively trying to think of ideas and think about the next thing. But yeah, so I mean, it's 24/7 really. I mean, even when I'm sleeping, I'm thinking about ideas. I don't know.
Oh my goodness. Sounds like you need a vacation.
Yeah, no, it's fun. It's fun though. It's a fun job. I try to get away. So like I try to have like a regular work time. So it's like, it's just 10, 12-hour days. I'm just, chilling. But it's not like, I pace myself. I'm not editing solid that whole time always. It's just at the end when I'm grinding for a video, then sometimes I have to just work the whole day. But yeah, I don't know. It's a lot, but it's fun.
And you edit your own videos? Just want to say.
Yeah. I'm trying to get some help. I'm actually working with a couple editors now, so I'm working on that. I do enjoy editing, so that's part of the job that I actually really like. So I don't mind doing that, but definitely need some help to sort of share the workload a little bit. So I am working on that.
Okay, gotcha.
Getting editors.
Oh my
But yeah.
goodness. All right, with content in RL before Rocket League was a thing, did you ever do content in any other video game, or was Rocket League like, the one?
Not in gaming, yeah. So I wasn't like I enjoyed gaming, but I wasn't this huge gamer that was going to make videos about a certain game. I was very casual. So Rocket League was the first gaming content that I made. Before that, I would make I made music videos and stuff like that. I kind of liked comedy sketches and that kind of thing. I was a film major, so that's the kind of thing I did for fun outside of my job. So yeah, other stuff, but not other games. Rocket League is definitely the first gaming content I did.
Destined to be a creator.
Yeah, I guess.
Filming and
yeah, that was my thing. That was my jam.
Rob, you got something else?
I wanted one more question.
Yeah,
when did you realize Rocket League was like what you wanted to commit to?
That's a good question, because I think it wasn't like I committed to it and then made a bunch of videos. Like I think I tried it out. I made some like experimental videos back in the day. I made like this dumb montage that I put on YouTube. And I think it's still on my channel, actually. It's one of my first videos, but it didn't do that well. So it was actually a couple videos in. I think when I started Why You Suck at Rocket League, that's when I really committed to it. It was like the third or fourth episode and people were still enjoying it. That's when I realized I should probably just keep going. See where it goes.
Well, I just, once again, I like just adding on to this type of question. So, you've already like solidified yourself in Rocket League and all that type of jazz. So, have you ever really thought about doing content like outside of RL, like nowadays? Like you even mentioned like the day in the life, like earlier when Demar was asking about
yeah,
the life of a content creator. So, is just something like else that you really want to like pursue? Now you have like this audience, and they'll probably follow you anywhere you go. So,
yeah, it's tempting to stay in Rocket League because that's just my, that's my main thing right now, and I'm enjoying the grind of keeping the channel going, and it's doing solidly. But now that I'm on a weekly schedule and I'm trying to get more editors and stuff, and I can pursue other things a little bit. So I am trying to like, think about what it'd be like it would probably be on a new channel, like a vlog or I don't know if I could do the vlog thing though. Like, I don't know if I have the energy for that to just be all, just like film videos all the time. I'm already thinking about Rocket League all the time. So I don't know if that would come after the Rocket League channel, like is done, like after it's run its course. But yeah, so yeah, vlogs are probably the next thing I would do. I tried to do a cooking video once. I actually made it, I edited it and everything. It's me making mac and cheese, and I never released it. No one will ever see it.
Release.
Mac and cheese-
Oh,
did the mac and cheese end
I
up
definitely
bad?
would have wanted to see
Bro.
that one.
Did
Maybe
it
I'll
end up
save that.
bad
Maybe
or
I'll keep that in my
something?
back pocket. No, it wasn't that bad. I just didn't. I didn't really enjoy it that much, and I didn't really. I didn't really like the end product, so I guess it was kind of bad. It wasn't terrible. It was just like I tried it out. You know, it didn't work. That's fine. I
Wait,
actually
the
made like
the
two
end product
videos.
of the video, Sunless, or
What?
the end product of the mac and cheese?
No, the mac and cheese was amazing. There's no problem with the mac and cheese.
Okay.
It was phenomenal. The bread episode, there was a problem with the bread. Yeah, the bread sucked when I tried to make bread. So I actually have 2 videos. But yeah, what that's a, you know, we'll see if that ever comes up again. But the cooking thing, that, you know, I tried it. So cooking and vlogging, you know, I guess I maybe that something will hit me and then I'll, you know, decide to make a new
I'd be
channel.
down to watch. I'd be down to watch you cook
Yeah.
something. That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
Maybe I'll bring that back, you know. It
Okay.
was kind of fun.
That'd be awesome. Hmm.
We'll see.
Okay, the
Alright.
next. Oh, you want to ask his last question, or you got another question?
No. I just wanted to make sure, like, no, you can take it for sure. I was just double checking.
Okay, so I know we have. You know how you have the Fast and Furious Rumble coming up
right.
this weekend. I believe against 3 other content creators. Athena in there.
Yeah, I think
Athena,
he's
John
one.
Sandman, and
I believe Nito.
yeah,
That's
Nito.
right.
Yep.
Yep, Nito.
So, like, you don't have to lead. You don't have to lead your crew. Just on a little curveball at you, just to see if we can get like some ideas of who you might be picking up for it. But,
You know what? Actually, so I was thinking, I think I will reveal my crew right here.
Uh-oh.
This is a
Oh,
first
uh-oh.
place to do it.
Okay.
You want the leak?
First touch.
I'll give you
This
the
is
leak.
the
No,
first
this isn't a
touch.
leak. This is an announcement. Okay, I'm gonna use this
Ooh.
platform. Why not? You know, I was thinking about announcing it later this week, and I'm gonna do a little stream. But I think that will just be a practicing stream where we'll, like, you know, we'll get the, as Arsenal say, we get the chemistry down there. But for right now, I'm just gonna announce it. I'm going with Seabell, wonderful content creator, Rocket League content creator, one of my
Uh-huh.
favorite. Wayton Pilkin, another one of my favorite creators.
Oh, okay.
And our third is going to be Verge, coach and content
Ah,
creator.
Coach.
I'm
look
not
at
gonna lie.
Verge.
I didn't know we were allowed. What? I didn't know we were allowed to pick a pro, so I didn't pick any pros. But apparently we were allowed to pick a pro, and I didn't. So
You don't
we're
need
just
him.
all
You don't need
content
one. You don't need
creators right
one.
here.
Yeah, no, you're fine. You got it.
We're all content creators. So yeah, maybe it's that like GC. I mean, Verge isn't a GC1, but the other 3 of us are GC1s. So maybe being all the same rank will somehow help us. I don't know. Probably not. But oh my god, my webcam just fell down.
So,
Oh no.
look at the cam.
Keyboard
Yeah,
cam.
you get the-
Keyboard cam.
You get the keyboard view. That's actually looking kind of clean.
Yeah,
That's
you
not too
might,
bad, actually.
A nice setup.
you might
Yeah,
need
yeah.
that. You
Okay,
may
my
so start
Myra
playing
while
some
it's down there.
FPSs. Right.
Yeah,
Um,
okay, there we go, I got it.
okay,
So yeah, it's my crew.
we got to get you one more thing here, Sunless, too, before we let you dip out, especially because that webcam is crashing on you. But, you know, it's championship week.
Yes.
Gotta know your picks across the board. Who do you have winning champs for every region? Let us all know. Let us all know.
Okay, NA, I'm going SSG, no bias, but you know, I got to pick the boys. I got to support them, and so I'm going with who I want to win in that case. I want
Okay.
SSG to win, and I think they could do it. Like back in that regional event too, when they popped off and won the whole thing and destroyed everybody. That was only a couple months ago, so I feel like they're gonna bring those vibes back and take it all.
Respectable.
EU, I'm going with BDS just because it's like the easiest
Why
bet
not?
ever. Betting on the
Why
Yankees,
not?
going safe there, and I'm kind of going safe for the other ones too. I'm going Furia for how do you even say that? I don't even know. They're new.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going with them because I recognize Card and Tander from when they were at LANs before. Those are the names I recognize. So I'm going with them, and then OC, I'm going Ground Zero. Just because they dominated, you know. I don't want to go against Drip A because I do like Drip A on Cringe Society, but I'm going with Ground Zero.
Okay.
All right.
Those
Okay.
are my picks.
Very respectful picks from Sunless.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Kind of easy
Nice.
picks, but safe picks.
Same
I mean, in
thing.
those other 2 regions, it's only 2, so it's like, you know, 50
Yeah.
50.
Yeah.
Should be right.
At 50-50 chance.
Yeah. Should be good. Should be good.
Okay, we are gonna see how those picks play out, Sunless. But man, it's been. I wish we could have you on for longer. We had a busy packed schedule for today, but it was obviously a blast to have you on. And thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Thank you, Sunless.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sunless. That was Sunless Khan, ladies and gentlemen. And boy, oh boy, do I love him. I love him. Be sure
Nice
to
guy.
check him out. Yeah, of course, of course. Lovely guy, lovely guy, lovely guy. But that's not the only guest we have for today. We're gonna keep it going. We had the SSG and Sunless, but I need the general, the NRG sub, Musty to come in. I gotta bring him in. I gotta bring him in right now if we can. We got him loaded in right now. We just gotta pull him into the atmosphere. I gotta summon him. We hear you. Do you hear us?
Yeah, we're good.
Welcome, Musty.
What's
Welcome
up, boys?
to the
What's
show.
up? How are you doing? How
How are you
What's
doing?
good? What's good?
I'm doing fantastic, man. I'm doing good.
All right, Musty. So obviously, you know, the
Demar,
biggest
before you
thing.
go, Demar, before you go, I just want to say something to Musty real fast.
What's up,
Your
bro?
room is so nice. Is that your room is
Okay,
fire?
look, I'm not gonna lie. I'm hiding the trash. You know what I mean? I'm displaying things for the. I'm making it look how I want it to for the camera. You know what I mean? I'm normally not this clean. Just make it look like that.
That's fair enough.
Hey, being transparent.
The honesty, it's all there.
Yep.
Right, because I had to do so much cleaning before today, but I don't even want to get into that. My room was a mess. But Musty, obviously, thank you for joining us for the show. First things first, I want to hit on your competitive career because you got a major title just recently for being
Yes,
a sub
sir.
for NRG. Talk to me about that competitive grind, man. How is it going for you?
Well, yeah, in terms of the major title, I was kind of the NRG official cheerleader, honestly, or just watching all the streams and everything. I don't really do too much in terms of competitive stuff for NRG. I don't even really do scrims or anything. Like if someone has to sit out, then I'll actually do something. But in terms of competitive career, I really haven't done too much. I grind ranked, bro. I'm just happy Garrett sent me that DM for a free major title and hopefully a free NA Champs title. But yeah, that's about it. I know I do like the chance to get to do something though, because I'm not allowed to do competitive stuff because I'm a sub for NRG. I can't just hit up Leth or something and be like, yo, let's do this, some RLCS thing for a video. We're not allowed to do that. But
Right.
I recently did Intel with the Drizz and Flitzed, and that kind of revived the feeling of the competitive grind. It was really fun for sure. We placed 7th in North America. We ended up losing to NI Super Team, Chicago First Killer Garrett.
Oh man.
So yeah, that was tough, but it was really fun. It was really fun. So every now and then I get to do stuff like that. And other than that, it's just ranked free play, and that's about it. I'm trying to be better in ranked and not really make any mistakes or anything. Just more consistency is what I'm going for.
Do you have the stream open by any chance?
No.
Okay. There's a
Why?
poll. Somebody from SAS put up a poll. The poll is whether or not you're gonna ask RL Esports for a follow live on air. They've been watching you. They've been watching you on Twitter, man.
They always reply to my tweets and everything. No, I never get the follow. I don't understand what's up with it, man.
I honestly don't know what you gotta do. They gave you a major title and everything, but
They're just teasing you at this point.
right.
They're playing with your heart.
I want to hit on obviously another topic, which is not only are we talking about just major titles, we're talking about YouTube content, just that grind and how it just kind of, from Musty Flick to now, how fast that's all just grown. And I want to know, what has the rapid success affected? How's that affected your personal life?
In terms of personal life, honestly, I can't lie, not much, especially with COVID. I don't know. I haven't really been able to go out and see friends and anything. So it's just kind of how it was before with just sitting in my room making content. And I'm still sitting in my room making content, but I just have 2.5 million more subs and a lot more followers. That's the same vibe.
Soft flex. Got 2.5 million.
You're I'm just chilling,
Hey,
bro.
bro. Hey, it's hard work. It's hard work. He gets to flex that.
So, okay, you can go roll.
All right, Musty. I got a question. You got one mechanic named after you. Now, do you still search for a new mechanic, or is it I got one? I don't need to really be looking for anything else.
I mean, I just don't know. Things are always popping up now and then. I don't know, speed flip, and then I don't know, some dude is doing like some stall flip reset flick or something. I don't know. There's new stuff coming around here and there, but I just don't think there's a such thing as a new mechanic anymore. Like back in 2015, 2016, you kind of get away with being like, you know, all right, like I'm finding this new mechanic, or this is actually like not really been done before. But in 2021 and like following, like, I just don't think like
There's much more to learn.
yeah, it's just added stuff to other mechanics and stuff. But I'm definitely like trying to push the skill ceiling of like my own skill, just finding new metas and everything, just in terms of rotation and like individual play. But in terms of, like new mechanic, you know, to name after myself, not really, man. I already did that. That's all we need.
He's like, I got one under the bag. I'm good.
That's one more than most. One more.
Than a lot. than many. That's good. Good.
The Batman, you can take the next question you want.
Okay, so for this one, it's just about obviously, you know, we've talked about the growth on YouTube, we've talked about being the sub, but what's next? What is the future look like for you? What's next for you in your career?
I honestly, I'm not too sure. Honestly, whether I don't know, I think content is surely the way to go. I feel like I kind of like maxed out my competitive career in a way, because I really don't want to go much further in my competitive career. Like, I don't know, everyone that kind of thinks I want to be like a starter for NRG and everything, but I'm more comfortable being a sub for NRG and everything, just so I have more time to put towards content, which is kind of where my heart's at and everything. So what's next in my career? Obviously 3 million subs down the line. That's my next big goal, but maybe some real life content coming soon. Maybe not soon, but I kind of want to get into like more real life stuff. Like, you know, COVID's kind of on the downtrend right now. So we will, I'll be able to go maybe hang out with Justin or Squishy, you know, do some fun stuff soon and kind of relate it to Rocket League as well. That'd be, you know, really cool. And obviously keep pumping out the Rocket League videos with that.
Well, I'll say you are well on your way, especially with that video with the side, man. That was the coolest.
Yeah, that was so fun, man.
I was like, wow, that's next level.
Yeah, I had people hitting me up like that. Haven't hit me up in like 5 years. Like, yo, man, I saw that video, bro. I didn't even know you had a YouTube channel.
Yeah, Sideman's a whole nother level. That was crazy, and yeah, it's just sky's the limit for you, especially in content. It's just you can go so far. So I'll be down to watch your videos too, just like I'm down to watch Sunless making mac and cheese.
But like we said with Sunless, you know, it's been a lot going on today, Musty. And of course, we got to put you in the hot seat because we need to know who you got for Champs Week. You've seen the graphic. We're going to run it through. Give us your picks across the board. Okay,
so I think for NA, like we all kind of know exactly. Like I can't, if I don't say NRG, I'm going to get kicked off the team. No more blue packs for me. But even if I wasn't on NRG, if I have no NRG bias here, I still think I would have to pick NRG just because like how consistent they are. Like they're not always like at the very top, but they're always like top 3, 4. And I just feel like they have that consistency to pull this off and get it done.
You tell them.
And for EU, I don't know. I feel like it's just bandwagon here, but I'm going to have to go with BDS 100%. They're just so dominant in their region. I feel like it's kind of a no-brainer. Obviously, you know, there could be an upset. And OCE, I'm going to have to go with Ground Zero. I honestly haven't watched much OCE, but I watched, I think, one of the major finals or something, and they just looked incredibly dominant. Like, one of the most confident teams I've ever seen in the world. Like, they're pre-flipping everything, pre-jumping everything. And for South America, I've actually never watched, like, South American RLCS, but I do play with the South Americans in ranked all the time. I think Dizz and TBates, you guys will be able to, like, vouch. They QA servers a lot.
Yep.
And I would have to go with Team Neutral on this one. Or True Neutral, my bad.
Okay.
Sir.
That's
all right.
I've run in ranked a lot. They can carry me pretty hard.
Yeah, they are. They are a different breed.
Yeah. Even on the high ping, they can read everything. It's crazy.
Yeah, they're so fast.
Respectable picks once again.
Yeah, can't argue with that one. So
what did Sunless pick, by the way? I wasn't watching.
He went SSG, BDS, Ground Zero, and Furia.
Okay, similar.
I feel like we're gonna see BDS across the board for Europe.
All right, so those are Musty's picks. Obviously, Musty, it's a pleasure to have you here on the show. Before we let you go, I should have did this with Sunless. I did not get to do it, so I'm going to do it with you instead. Are there any shout outs you'd like to make or anything you'd like to say before we let you go?
I'll give Sunless that shout out. Follow Sunless Con. He didn't get that chance. And obviously follow me at a Musty Cow anywhere. And just one more thing that Rocket League Esports follow on Twitter. I'm waiting, man. My phone's right here. My phone is right here. I'm waiting for that notification, man. I need that follow. That's it.
Hopefully you get it, man. But thank you so much for joining us, Musty. We hope you have a good one. We'll see you later.
Thank you. Peace out, guys.
See you later,
Musty.
He's great. He's great.
Once again, another nice guy.
He is. He's definitely a nice guy.
2 for 2.
Oh yeah, we're killing it. We're killing it. Now this next dude, I don't know about him, bro.
God.
No, about this
God.
guy.
Here
Oh
we
my
go.
goodness.
Here we go.
This next one we got coming up,
Here we
man.
go.
We saw him join the call while Musty was
Yo.
talking, and I tell you, you saw me do a little hiccup. I was like, wait. What is this?
Nah, I was like trying not to laugh so hard, bro. Oh my
Here,
goodness.
here he comes.
All right, I gotta take the glasses off because he got the glasses on.
Oh,
Oh man. That looks like a superstar.
Hey, what's up with you, man?
Not much. This is just everyday life, I'm just chilling, the usual. This is, you kind of caught me in the middle of a busy day, so I decided to hop on the call. So yeah, sorry I couldn't get ready. I had to just jump on. But yeah, I heard there's been some EU slander on this show in the past, and I'm not going to stand for that. I mean, I am technically standing right now, but I mean figuratively. I won't stand for that. But I will physically stand, or else I won't, in fact, be on the camera. But yeah, thanks for having me on the show, guys.
What's up, Johnny?
I don't know what to do, bro.
What's he got the shades on, man? Why he got the shades? Where my shades at? I can't match them. I don't know where they're at.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Yes,
goodness.
Dazerin, yes.
All right.
Let me ask Johnny the first question. All right,
Yeah.
Johnny.
Hit him up.
There's a specific question there that I really gotta ask you. And we gotta say it in front of all these people. How much does speed matter?
Well, since I did the calculations and it did turn out that Europe are the faster average speed region, I would say it matters a whole lot. But I'll be honest with you, if it was the other way around, I would tell you it doesn't matter at all. It's but Europe won. So what can I say? It's obviously very important.
Man, what?
We can agree to disagree.
It's always very important that Europe won. Oh God! Somebody stop him. Oh wait, it's also important because Ahmed was the fastest speed. If Ahmed wasn't the fastest,
Yes,
he went
true.
tossed out the window.
I mean, he was obviously going to be the fastest. Ahmed is just the fastest player. There's no debate about that one. There's no questions asked. No introduction needed. He's the fastest player. AHMAD.
Okay. Bro, take it away, man.
Yeah. I need a minute, man.
Oh no, where's Damar? Just Damar's right here. My bad.
Oh,
Whatever.
okay. Let me get it together, because. All right, Johnnyboi.
Yeah.
You've been, the name of the 1v1 scene. If somebody brings up a 1v1, sometimes it might be somebody else doing a 1v1, but they automatically think it's you doing the 1v1. That's how
facts.
much you've been involved in the 1v1 scene. I've seen the tweets. Now, the question I have for you, because we're talking to Mr. Smug himself, Salt Mine extraordinaire himself. What would you like to see out of the 1v1 scene moving forward?
I would just like to. Well, I can't wait for off season. I mean, this is a good time for Rocket League. We got championships this week. We've got IWOs coming up, and then that off season is what I'm excited about as well. The grind doesn't stop for the 1v1 players; it only gets started, and that's when we're going to get to find out who the best 1v1 player is this year, because it's a bit of a gray area right now. So, there's a lot of debate going around. I know there's been some new names entering the discussion. But we've got to see them get the wins in tournaments against the OGs, against Jorius, against apparently Jack, against Khaled, against Fairy Peak, which it might happen. I think this summer it should be something to look forward to.
I'm connecting the dots. I'm connecting the dots.
Yeah.
There's a lot of dots, and I'm seeing them connect.
He's doing a couple. He's talking, so you got to pay attention to every single word this man says with the shades on. Who knows?
It means something. It means something.
All right, Johnny, I got a very important question for you. With your platform, as Damar said, you help a lot of players get their names out. Now, we all know the up and coming young gun in Daniel. Other than him, can you give us some young talent to look out for?
Well, I've got to give a mention to Drally, who's, gonna need to wait a while for this guy. He's living in Morocco, Q's EU servers, and he just took rank 1 in 1v1. He's absolutely ridiculous. He's 13 years old, but all you American viewers, you got something to look forward to. I heard he's moving back to Canada, and I say back to Canada because he is Canadian. He was born in Canada, so NA about to get another young talent for way down the line in Drally. So just another thing for you guys to look forward to. That's a present. You just keep your eyes out. He's unbelievable.
And there's no EU upcomers.
Well, for EU, the up and comers are, I would say, Zen. I think he's still 14. He's more of a 2v2, 3v3 player. But yeah, he's been killing the game. And I mean, so many from the Middle East. I feel like the EU server is just full of all these Middle East 13, 14, 15-year-old mechanical geniuses. I don't know what they're feeding them over there, but we need to get some because it's just crazy. There are more high-level players per person in the Middle East than any other place in the world. If you look at population compared to just mechanical geniuses, that's the place you're most likely to bump into a mechanical genius when you're going out to get your coffee or do your shopping or something. You never know who it's going to be, but they'll probably be about this tall, so still in school. So look at it, don't walk into them.
Oh my goodness.
I just gotta ask another question. I didn't think about having it on the show, but I'm gonna ask anyways. So on the tier list we do, or the ranking list, I don't know exactly what we should call them. Raul was just part of the last one. I just want to know, like, I'm putting you on Front Street. How much of that your list in particular are for content, or are you actually mean it?
You gotta think about the content always, but you do also want to be right. I know you are the same TBates. You wanted to win this one. You were trying to get the votes that the fans would like, but you got a few wrong. Mainly First Killer. You thought you had him at number 5, and that just didn't please the audience. So yeah, I was able to take the dub on that one. Roll this though. Yeah, I mean, he's on another level. Extra 24. What on earth did you do? What did you do it? Roll this.
I like to think I raised the most eyebrows, and that was my goal from the beginning.
I mean, you did forget Arsenal though.
I didn't forget him. He's, it's just a stacked list. 25 is not a lot if you're trying to pick the 25 best players in the world. I think you're probably looking at top 10 NA, top 10 EU, and then top 5 from other regions. So, I mean, is Arsenal top 10 NA? I think it's debatable. I think he's right around that area, probably 11 or 12 for me. But yeah, I wanted to give a shout to Beast Mode from Shopify. You can't not have a Shopify player in that list with how well they played this season. But I do rate Arsenal. I think he was probably 11 for me. I mean, he was my honorable mention. So I can safely say he was my number 11 NA, probably numbers 26, 27, but we only did top 25. So had to just cut it short.
Respectable.
And to give you credit, Yan was in that hype video we played earlier like 3 times.
He's unbelievable. Yan is unbelievable. I mean, you have to take a look at what this guy's doing in South America because, well, not just because he's a great player, but because he's so entertaining. And, the clips that he's scoring are just such a joy to watch. There's a lot of players who are like that, but he's absolutely top tier when it comes to clipping on people at the highest level of competition.
Okay. All right. If you guys didn't check out that video, obviously go and check out the tier list. Honestly, there's like a whole tier list series at this point with Johnnyboi. There have as many videos as we've seen. So be sure to actually watch that. But all right, you look good. You look like you just got off a set, but we got to put you on a different set. This is the hot seat. Prediction time for championships, Johnny. We're going to put you on the board. It's going to be on your screen momentarily. Well, not on your screen. You won't be able to see it, but I need your picks from North America, Europe, Oceania, and Sam. Who do you think's winning championships?
So starting with North America, I don't know if this will be a surprise to many people, but I do think NRG are the favorites to win this. They took down 2 majors, so
That's
you got to
right.
say NRG top team. NA, they're the team most likely to win. That being said, it is quite close. I think that NA is much closer, depending what kind of form Envy show up with, depending what kind of form Space Stations show up with. Can G2 make a miracle run? There's a lot more teams who have a chance of winning in North America, but NRG have the biggest chance, in my opinion. EU, I mean, anyone who doesn't say BDS must be crazy. Same for OCE. Anyone who doesn't say Ground Zero, I don't know what they've been watching. You don't even need to watch. You just have to look at the points, and then you know who's most likely to win. But that's like those two aren't close. Heavy favorites, BDS and Ground Zero. And yeah, shout out to Musty for getting all of them right, because True Neutral are, I think, the favorite in South America as well. I've got to go with Musty on all these. But I promise I'm not copying. I promise. You can actually check my predictions are in. I think there's a primer that RLCS put out, or it was Caster predictions. I've not varied. I'm sticking to my predictions. And True Neutral, again, another close one, just like North America, but they've had Furious number more often than Fury have had theirs this season.
Alrighty. Look at Johnny. Go.
disagree with that.
Yeah, no, you can't disagree with that logic. The logic does make sense. And with the shades on, I mean, he's certified first touch now. So
That's what you need. That's what you need. Okay. Okay. Now, Johnny, I get it. You're a busy man. You know, you gotta play in the next 1v1 tournament. You gotta do a photo shoot. Look like you just came off a photo shoot. So we are gonna end up having to let you go because obviously, you know, we don't want to take away from your busy schedule. It costs us so much money
Appreciate
to get
it.
you here. So
Yeah, thank you.
lastly, what I want to say is there any shout outs or anything you'd like to say before we let you go?
I would just like to give a shout out to these guys. I think First Touch has been such a breath of fresh air in the Rocket League channel. You know, our RLCS Season X has been phenomenal. It's been, I think, the best season of RLCS ever. But seeing things like the First Touch podcast on the channel, seeing all the other integrations with the freestyle tournament, you know, the 1v1 show matches, all the variety we're getting on the channel these days, that's what I like to see. And that's what I'm looking forward to for the future of Rocket League as well. Halftime, oh my goodness, halftime show. How could I forget? Don't miss the halftime shows during RLCS this next weekend, or this week, I should say, starting tomorrow. I think halftime shows actually starting Wednesday. But yeah, you don't want to miss those. Middle East show match, Japan show match, and then 2v2 show matches for EU and NA. That's again just more variety for the Rocket League channel. But yeah, massive shout out to you guys. You're killing it. Keep it up.
thank you.
I'm crying under these shades.
I know.
Man.
That means a lot from Johnny.
It does. It does. Thank you so much for joining us, Johnny.
No, thank you.
Take care, man.
Bye.
Thank you, Johnny.
Okay.
My goodness.
That's the man's official.
It's okay, Demar. I think the next time we need some tissues. Next time Johnny's on the on the
Right, for
stream.
real. You know, I'm gonna have one on standby or something. My goodness. Okay.
Oh man.
Wow. So we got Johnny's picks. Obviously, love Johnnyboi. Please be sure to follow him on any of his channels. Support him because although, you know, we do stuff here, he also does stuff on his channel. Like we said, tier list, everything. 1v1 show matches, so much there. So please make sure to support Johnnyboi. Okay. I got my composure. Because I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna need it for this next guest.
Oh goodness. Look at him.
Am I
He's
doing
ready.
it right? Am I doing it right? We gotta phase up.
Oh goodness. What was that?
Gyro! What up, boy?
Gyro, unmute, Gyro.
Hello?
Unmute, Gyro.
You gotta unmute in the
OBS.
Gyro.
Does that say Gyro on the back?
Oh no! It says the
What?
bathroom
Oh,
on the
yeah.
back. It's the bathroom jersey. Come on now. Come on now.
That's sick. Oh my god.
How you doing, man? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
Good. Welcome to the show. Welcome to First Touch. So obviously, you know, we're giving you a lot of hype about the phase right now. You gotta break that down for everybody because that was probably one of the biggest announcements in the entire season. What was it like joining phase?
I say this every time, but I'll say it again. It just it didn't feel real at the time because I just thought we were gonna get like message for like a couple months or something, and then they were just gonna back off, and then. But like when we got the contract, I still didn't believe it until I signed it. You know, I got the jerseys, everything. It's kind of insane. Like I never really imagined myself on phase, but when it happened, like we were all just going crazy because we were like, we got phased and no one else does it. Everyone's gonna be so mad at us. They're like, we got phased, you didn't.
I love that. I love that. No, that's great. That was obviously like, especially the way that they went about it too was just was so like, I mean, from the fact that you guys joined the pregame lobby as the peeps and then the video play and then boom, everything changed coming in. That was amazing. So obviously, you know, big ups and again, congratulations on being signed by FaZe. This next question. You know, we started on a high note, but we gotta go to a low note here real quick, Gyro.
Wait, what?
I didn't even see it.
I just want to know, will the universe ever be on your side?
Oh my god, I knew you were gonna say no.
Do we have an image for this? I'm just wondering.
The universe.
Oh my goodness. He's speechless. He's speechless.
He doesn't know what to say. Gyro.
What can I say, man? Like I don't know. It was a well played game. It was a well played game. It was good stuff. Whatever, man.
Y'all foul. Y'all foul. I didn't even see that until
Go ahead, man.
I don't.
Oh man.
Love me, bro. All right. I'm gonna be honest, that was me. But
What?
That was me.
It wasn't even me.
That was me. But all right. So talk to me now. So talk to me, Gyro. You are an educated man. Oh, cameras. Oh gosh.
Hello.
Exclamation point.
You're good. You're good.
No, you're fine.
You're an educated man. You're in college right now, right?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're playing pro Rocket League. So talk to the audience and give them a perspective of how you manage your college and your pro RL.
I mean, it's not super tough because you get a lot of time to play, but I think the biggest issue would be the sleep schedule with early classes and late night grinding, because that's when everyone actually grinds the game at night. So the real thing you got to do is like you got to manage your time pretty well. You got to know when you have time to do homework, and you have to go to class obviously and take tests. It honestly kind of cuts down on the gameplay a little bit, but not too much because you have so much time like after class and stuff to do things. But really, you just got to find time to do work instead of like enjoying yourself, because you know, like you got to put the effort in.
That's true. Wait, to build on top of that question, you play Rocket League, you do homework, and you have YouTube starting up, right, Gyro?
Yes,
and
I
Twitch
do have.
streams.
Yes,
So
I mean Twitch. I mean, yeah.
you
yes,
are really busy.
yeah. Yes, I'm a busy man. I do many things. I try my best for the people. It's all for the people.
Oh man.
FaZe Gyro.
All right, dude. Okay, dude. Oh man. Oh wait.
This is Raul's question next up.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So recently I've been on Twitch a little bit, and I've been watching some person specifically just because, you know, I feel like his chat is a little outlandish sometimes, but you know, regardless, the gameplay is enjoyable to watch just because he's super mechanical. And as your teammate AJ, I have seen him grind 10 plus hours on a stream, which could be draining for him, but I feel like he is preparing for championships. Does this help your confidence on your roster going into championships, AJ grinding this much?
Man, AJ's always grinding that much. I mean, how can you? He's always confident. I swear, like I can always trust him to be mechanical. I feel like that's like the only thing that he's like, just like, you know, like he does it every day, like 10 hours a day. When he's streaming, he's going for clips and like practicing mechanics all the time. I always have confidence in AJ. I think you know, he could drop 1,000 points and we can win the game. So yeah, I'm pretty confident.
Okay.
He's confident. Hey, that's all I like to hear. I like to hear confidence.
I just like how he casual was like, yeah, he just dropped 1,000. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, happens here and there.
Did I have him too low in my top 25? Is 18 too low?
I think that's pretty low. Yeah, 18's kind of low. Kind of disrespectful, honestly.
Oh. Uh-oh.
I'll tell you, TBates.
No, too. It's doing the laugh.
You gotta say all that, bro. No. Okay. I gotta bring it back. So it's prediction time, Gyro. Championship winners. We put every guest we've had on the spot today. We need to get your picks in particular. NA, EU, OCE, and South America. Who do you have winning champs?
All right, so NA, obviously I have FaZe winning it, and
Attaboy.
I didn't know if I could pick myself. So just in case they didn't allow me to pick myself, I said NRG. But obviously I'm gonna say I'm gonna win, right?
Okay.
Mhm.
Yes.
Next, I have EU BDS. I wanted to be different, but I just couldn't see a scenario where BDS isn't winning it, so I said BDS. OCE, same thing with them. I just went to the points, and they're like 2,000 points above second, so ground zero. And then Sam, I'm gonna go true neutral because they have like Raise Bull and like some other people on that team that I've heard of. So I think they're just insane. yeah, I've heard of them.
Other people on the team.
Yeah, I don't know. I forgot. They're good.
So we got a clean BDS all the way through, clean ground zero, and a couple swap ups in NA and Sam so far. Okay, not too shabby.
All right.
Not too shabby.
Definitely, respectable picks, and obviously you are a great interview, Gyro. Dude.
I like how you picked himself. I like how you picked yourself.
Yeah,
that was good.
I love that.
Love the confidence.
Of course.
We got to keep it moving though. But before we let you go, Gyro, we got to give you the floor as well. Any shout outs, any announcements? Oh, he's ready. He's ready for this one.
I have it on my whiteboard. What I have to say. I wrote it down. Okay, so I want to thank FaZe for sponsoring us and everything. The sponsors, thank you for everything they've done. The Dazerin, thank you for buying a jersey. Next, I would obviously like to plug my FaZe Gyro on YouTube. I've been posting YouTube 3 times a week all the time. I haven't missed a day yet. Explosive Gyro on Twitch. And honestly, this person's coming on after me, Chicago. He has pretty good YouTube. You should check out his YouTube as well. And yeah, he has different content. I like his content. So yeah, that's it. Thank you. But make sure it's up to mine. Don't forget it's up to mine. Okay.
Something Gyro. Gyro, thank you so much for joining us on First Touch, big dog. We'll see you later.
Good luck this week, brother.
Thank you.
Luck. Oh my
you guys couldn't see it. Chicago liked that one. He was like,
He was like, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thanks, bro.
Oh gosh.
Oh, man. But
Gyro's a Gyro, good guy. Another nice guy. And the confidence himself to pick FaZe, even though he did say NRG, just in case he did lose us. So
that's true. And the person who will be playing against Gyro in championships is the one that we have up next. It is Chicago. Chicago, make sure you're unmuted. Okay, he's got it. But we're bringing him in. Chicago, what's up, man? Welcome to First Touch.
Yo, thanks for having me. I appreciate it. Bates, Dizz, Dazerin, Bates. I see that Canada jersey.
You already know, Reed. You already know
Yes,
we
sir.
repping. You already know.
I wish it was
You
the
already know we
USA one,
repping.
but what's up? It's whatever. I get it. You like J-Nups more. It's whatever. You think he's better.
There you go.
But
There you
at
go.
least you support
Whoa.
them. That's the part that matters. But
Look at Carlos. Shout out Carlos.
oh yeah, got my man Carlos behind me.
That's motivation. There you go. All right, Chicago. We gotta start. Obviously, championships is on the horizon. You guys are gonna be playing very soon here. Talk to me about how G2 prepared for championships.
Honestly, it was just a lot of grinding. There's nothing really special. We did a lot of replay review, probably more than any other team. A lot of 3 hours of scrims. I'm not gonna lie, we had a couple of days where I think we forgot how we wanted to play, and then it was just pretty rough. But as of recently, I think we switched it around, and we're getting back to that major finalist form. So I think we're definitely a little bit more confident than we were even back then. But more importantly, we're still just having fun because the season's been a little bit rough, to be honest. And even with Drizz coming in, there shouldn't be any pressure on him or the team because after what happened, top 6 was our goal. It was just really unfortunate circumstances. And, I don't want to put any pressure on Drizz. I want to let him just go out, shine, do his thing, start creating his name for himself. And then if we catch a couple wins, we're going to catch a couple wins. and that'll just be put in his legacy and at such a young age in his career.
Okay. But before Raul goes, before you go, Raul, I want to ask you, Reed, in preparing, and you can say whether y'all did it or if any team did it, if you're to your knowledge, did any team scrim in a format of like best of 3, best of 5, or best of 3, best of 7, or was it just like regular scrims like usual?
No, that would have been a good idea actually, though. But no, it was just regular. I mean, you get 8 games in normally in an hour, but yeah, I don't think anyone was smart enough to think of that. But no, just regular hour grindage per scrim.
Okay. I just wanted to ask.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Raul.
All right, Reed. Going into championships, who, in your opinion, is your toughest opponents?
Toughest? I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Toughest is probably SSG, just because I'm gonna be straight up. They play a boring way of Rocket League. It's not really fun to play against, and it kind of counters the G2 style.
That's
so
right.
I guess that'd be toughest. As in, it's not gonna be fun. It's gonna be probably our most difficult matchup. But every team's pretty much fun to play against. Like Energy, I would rather play them than any other team, even if we were to lose, because every series is the most fun I have during the tournament. But if you're talking about toughest, then yeah, it's gonna be SSG.
Because they play a boring style. Elaborate to the audience what boring style is.
So boring to me, this is my opinion, but I like to play fast. I like to be aggressive, and the way they play, they're gonna dribble, air dribble, bump, dribble, air dribble, bump. Like Arsenal's gonna be chasing you, Cipical's gonna be air dribbling you, and they're gonna repeat the cycle the entire way. So it's not really fun to me. Where I just like I like passing, I like the game just moving pretty fast. Everyone's flowing. But when they kind of slow it down and you're getting chased and you got to just have 3 eyes, one in the back of your head, it's not really as fun as when you can just constantly be flowing around, going for cool shots, passing the ball to your teammates. But you got to, if you're just dodging Arsenal the entire time, you're not having a good time.
Playing a mini game on the side.
Yeah.
I got another question on top of that, Reed. So you talk about this fast play style you like to play. How easy or difficult was it to have Drizz come in and kind of adapt to the same kind of play style so that you guys don't lose any speed on the field?
Honestly, at the beginning, we didn't even try and play. Like we were basically saying, yo, with Rizzo, we have this style. We don't even know if we can do this style anymore. If it's meta, if Drizz can fit into it. So for the first probably month, we were just trying to ask Drizz, like, yo, Drizz, what are you comfortable doing? Like, what do you think your stronger aspects are? And then we can maybe build a play style around that. But actually, after a while, we started like going back to our old play style, and he was fitting right in. He was passing, he was solo playing, he was playing fast. Like I don't even think he meant to do it, but like we just slowly started going back, and we're like, oh wait, this is working, and now we could just try it, except with a little bit tweaks because Drizz obviously is a different play style than Rizzo, mechanics wise, and Rizzo is a lot more creative, but Drizz is a lot more 1v1 skill, so there's a lot of differences there. But we kind of just reverted back to that play style, not even trying to. And Drizz kind of added his own spice that made it different for me and JNaps, and it makes it more fun for us too because it's something new,
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Well, you already know. Coming this weekend, big G2 advocate here myself, of course. And I'm just wondering, am I going to be seeing some slots this week, or am I going to be seeing some crossbars? So, like, was there more time in the training packs, maybe? Like, underneath am I just gonna be like, why? When you saw some of Mad Naps, he's gonna hit it top level. Maybe
yeah. We get it. J Naps is gonna hit top left. Chicago's gonna crossbar. Chicago's gonna. Yes, we know. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. My placement as of recently has been the best it's ever been. TBates, I'll let you know that.
Ooh.
But if I crossbar something, you best know that you're getting blocked after. I'm not talking to you for a month. Like I can't hear from you. I will literally put my foot through my monitor if I see a DM from TBates saying, "How do you crossbar that?"
Oh my god!
I just know. But yeah, I'm gonna try and hit the net, TBates, if that's your question. I'm not gonna aim for the crossbar.
All right, that's what I like to hear, baby.
I got you.
Hold on, wait. Can you give us insight if he messages you as the shot happens, so that like after the game you just see a DM from TBates?
No,
Or is it
no,
after
I
the
just
series?
no, I just know sometimes like maybe I'll be in a Discord, TBates will join, and like the conversation about the tournament will come up, and then I already know when I hear TBates' voice, it's literally just in my ear, and it's honestly I think I just have to get off at that point because it's not worth my time. It just drives me crazy. It makes me want to retire, to be honest.
Oh my
If
goodness.
I don't
I
hear
can just
TBates'
hear
voice.
him. I can hear it, bro.
Facts. Facts.
How'd you miss that open net game
Yeah,
too,
yeah. If I was out there.
No, bro.
Oh my
You too on with that, man. Oh my goodness.
Man, get his predictions in tomorrow. Get his predictions. He won.
All right.
man.
Chicago, we gotta get your champ predictions, man. We need to know, who do you have winning champs from across the board? North America, Europe, Oceania, and South America.
Honestly, so when TBates messaged me telling me I need my picks, I had submitted that without even really thinking. And this was before scrims, I think, even started back up. So I put NRG. I guess that's what I got to go with because I put it. But right now, I would definitely say a lot of teams are looking good, including us. I'm definitely confident in us to make a run. It's definitely going to be a lot tougher because the amount of Rocket we're going to have to play is going to be absurd if we want to do that. But I guess NRG is just a favorite. They always look solid. But I do think a lot of teams are looking good. But I'm also really confident that we can get a little bit of a run going, hopefully. If not, whatever. It was a good little run, and we could continue going on it. But if I had to pick a champ, I guess you got to go with NRG. They always show up in crunch time.
Okay. EUOC, Sam?
EU, I mean, BDS, I don't really care about that region. I think Sam is probably more entertaining.
Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry, but I think it's just true.
Oh my
EU,
God. Okay.
There's one winner. There's no spice. Absolutely zero. OCE, ground zero. I mean, that's the most, yeah. There's nothing really to say about OCE, to be honest. And then Sam, I got Furia. I don't know. I've been playing those card and what is it? Coyote TG1 and Tander.
Yeah.
And I've been playing them in NA ranked. They've been feeling it recently. So I got with Furia.
Okay. A Furia side, and once again, NRG BDS Ground Zero. I'm really dominating this board.
Yeah.
And I believe you have a poll on Twitch chat.
No shot. It wasn't even close either. That's the worst part. It was not even close.
They were really on your head top with that.
Don't worry, I believe in you, Reed. I always do. G2.
For sure,
I got y'all going some places this weekend.
I appreciate it.
You guys will see later on.
Okay. Well, Chicago, it's obviously been a pleasure having you on. And of course, we have to give you the floor before we let you go. Is there any shout outs you want to make? Anything you want to say? Let us know.
Yo, shout out to the fans. Honestly, I thought when Rizzo retired, it probably would have been rough because he was obviously one of the most popular creators in Rocket League. And I thought a lot of the fan base was going to deteriorate. But I actually been surprised. A lot of you guys still been with us and still supporting us. So I greatly appreciate that. And then probably the other shout out, I mean, I would shout out my socials and stuff, but I don't really care too much. I'd rather shout out Dizz because he stepped into a role that was probably the toughest out of anyone in this entire season. And he's kind of exceeded expectations by a mile. So shout out the young gun. But other than that, just shout out to everyone for supporting the Rocket League scene. Yeah, that's about it. Appreciate you guys.
Follow this man's YouTube channel. It's very fire. He has great content. Great content, and he's slept on. And he'll get you better at the game. Theoretically speaking.
That's true. That's true. No, it's true. That's a fact.
It's a fact.
It's a fact.
Chicago, thank you so much for joining us on First Touch today. We appreciate it.
I appreciate it. Have a good one, boys.
Thank you, Chicago.
Peace.
Good luck this week.
Thank you.
Nice guy.
Goodness.
That's
like a Reed.
Hey, Reed really out here disrespecting some regions, and that's what I like to see.
That's that truth. That's that facts. We got Garrett on. Garrett was disrespecting. You got Reed on. Chicago on. They disrespect. See what you got the ghost disrespecting. That means something.
You know what I'm saying?
There's some truth to it.
It's not just us.
It's not just us now. Come on now, chat.
All right. We've had a lot of guests on today, from Sunless to Musty to Johnny to Gyro, Chicago. Everybody's giving us our picks, and Johnny's also really sticking to that speed stat. But regardless, we've had so many different opinions that have happened today in terms of champs and everything else. But what about the rest of the season? What about this voice you don't hear from all the time, the coaches? That's what we want to get to next. I reached out to a bunch of coaches. I got their opinions on the timeout rule, on champs as well. Got some of their picks, while also asking about the season and what their thoughts were. Check this video out.
What's up, guys? Chrome here from Space Station Gaming.
Hey, my name is Gabe. My gamer tag is CorruptedG, and I am the coach for Rogue.
Hello, my name is Gregan, and I am the coach for Guild Esports.
What's up? My name is JG7 or James. I currently coach Rix in EU.
My name is Rams or Reese, I guess, and I'm the coach for Top Blokes.
Hey, this is Sad Jr., current coach of Oxygen Esports.
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Verge, and I am the coach for Dignitas in the RLCS.
My thoughts on the season format. I feel like it's been very interesting for us, getting to test all the different format layouts with double limb, Swiss, and group stage. And I feel like when we get to that point where we have land, it's just going to be more, even more exciting for us.
This season's format for RLCS X has been a lot of fun because of how diverse it's been. Every team has had to constantly be on their toes and adapt very often because with every new split came a new format.
I think this season format for RLCSX has been really interesting. We've had multiple different formats, and they've been with the double size versus the majors, where it's been a smaller groups. It's been very interesting. For me, the winter split was my favorite because it was very obvious the journey from start to finish.
I honestly loved this season. I had a little bit of a gripe about the timing. We had a lot of games in a short period of time, which as a coach is really, really stressful.
I like that it was a changing format. It meant it kept us always on our toes instead of having to just hyper focus on one team or two teams per week. It meant that we had to be prepared, and you almost focus more towards yourself than maybe towards a counter play style.
Although I love league play, the current format offers more teams to compete at the highest level. Another positive feature of this format is that there's more games being played. Players are always competing for something, and viewers get to watch more gameplay. Who can complain about more Rocket League?
The RLCS X format was unlike any format we've ever seen in Rocket League. It was a roller coaster of events. I found it a little bit hard to keep up with how many events were going on, but it definitely pushed us as a team to play the best that we've ever played and work harder than we've ever worked before. It was incredibly challenging, but super fun.
I feel like the timeout rule does a great job with giving us more time to really talk about what we need to do in the match. Especially I get to convey more information that I see. It gives me more time as well to make sure the guys are calming down.
I think the timeout rule has been a long time coming in the RLCS, and I think it's been a great addition because it gives players a chance to get a mental reset if they need it, and it also allows us as coaches to have more time to figure out how to adapt in the middle of a series. And honestly, that's more important than people think most of the time.
The amount of information you can give in the normal 45-second to a minute gap between games can be quite overwhelming, and having the ability to give enough information, give a bit of inspiration, and also get the players to relax for a moment is really key for the bounce back that you need in the next game. Gives you a chance to mentally reset without it being a bombardment of information, jump straight back in.
I love the timeout rule. I think it was one of the best implementations that they made throughout the splits. I personally used it against Queso. We ended up winning the next game. That was the day Queso won the tournament, that regional. So it didn't really make a huge difference for my own personal experience, but I loved it.
The timeout rule is a really great addition. I'm really glad they've added it. It's another step that coaches can utilize within games. Obviously, the dream is to allow them to have in-game spectating. But yeah, it's a really, really good one. I think logistically, the way it's used is going to be good going forward. I just hope it makes the most sense and it's used properly and not abused, for example.
The timeout rule is great. It gives teams a chance to cool down, resetting momentum. Another way to use this timeout is to get a quick stretch in or take a bathroom break, like we did in Spring Regional 3.
The tactical timeout rule being added to the format this season was something that I was super excited to hear about. I found it a little unfortunate that you were only allowed to use it in the last day of an event, but I still think it's really, really important for a team to be able to use the tactical timeout to shift the tides in a series, and I'm hoping that Psyonix can find more ways to implement this rule more efficiently in the future.
The way we're practicing right now, we're scheduling up to 3 hours of scrims and just non-stop playing, just getting used to it. just the endurance part of it, because it's going to be a long period of time, and that's pretty much how we're doing things.
The way that we prepared for championships was no different than how we would prepare for any other RLCS event. We look over replays as a team, we figure out all our bad habits and our mistakes, and just figure out how we could fix those, while also focusing on any positives that we could take away from practice or just tournaments from the past.
Put a lot of work in, I think, is the key message. I've always believed in hard work being the most important factor to results, so I've been really asking the players how many hours you're putting in, what you're doing, how much practice you're doing, mechanics, ranked, scrims, putting all those things together. We've done a little bit of replay analysis, the usual kind of stuff, looking after ourselves outside the game, working on our mentality. But for the most part, we've put the work in throughout the year, so now it's just about going in the finest form possible with a positive attitude and ready to go and take on our opposition.
So ultimately it's been training ourselves to be the best version we possibly can be within the context of also playing against guilds. So we've just, you know, focused on trying to improve ourselves because we had a pretty poor spring split, so we're just trying to recoup and try and put all that energy back into improving again, trying to get back to the level we know we can be, which is the 3rd best team in Europe, 2nd best team in Europe. Like we can really push to be that level, like we have shown in the past. But yeah, we've also had to keep in mind, like, okay, we're playing against guild first, it's going to be a long series, so it's not just something we can kind of push through. It's like a really meticulous, like it's going to be a grind to get through them. So, and they've been on great form. So
For Oceania, I have Ground Zero. For South America, I have True Neutral. For Europe, I have BDS. And for NA, if we don't win, I think Energy probably win.
In terms of predictions going into championships, I think it's going to be a coin toss between the top 4 teams in the region. I think it's just going to be about which team comes more prepared and more in form on the actual game days. But if I had to pick a team to win, it would be either us or Energy for NA. For EU, I'll keep it short. I think BDS is going to win. For OCE, I think Ground Zero is looking like the most prime team to win. They've won the most events and they're looking the best right now. And I think for South America, even though they're not in first place, I think Furia Esports has the most talent on that roster, and I think they're going to take it for South America.
Right, so we've got 4 regions. Who's going to win each region? Oceania. It's got to be Ground Zero, right? South America. That's right. True Neutral. We played against True Neutral in a show match. They were solid. In EU, I genuinely feel like we're peaking at the right time. So it's going to be Guild Esports. We're going to take it the whole way through. North America, Envy are going to come in, clutch it all up.
My picks for the championships are NRG for NA, BDS for EU, True Neutral for SAM, and Ground Zero for OCE.
okay, so my OCE pick is going to be Ground Zero Gaming and a real wildcard pick. My SAM team is going to be True Neutral in a real wildcard pick. EU, I'm presuming BDS will. And for NA, I think I'd lean more towards NRG winning. I think they just have like a slight edge at the moment. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with NRG.
For the championships, I've got to give it to NRG for North America. They've looked fantastic. For Europe, BDS. For OCE, Ground Zero. And for South America, True Neutral.
If I had to pick my winner for every region, then with South America, I'm going to go with Furia Esports because they have Card, Tander, and Kaio TG. These guys are experienced in that region and they know what they're doing. When it comes to OCE, I'm going to have to give it to Cringe Society because Drippe has shown time and time again that he can lead a team to victory, and with Deca and Jules on that team, I think they've got a good chance. When it comes to North America, I'm going to have to give it to Envy because how can you bet against Turbo? I am hoping that FaZe Clan can make the run of a lifetime, but it's really hard to bet against Envy here. And finally, the European Regional Championships. I think we all know BDS is going to take it.
We're back. But did you know we had some more guests coming with us? And of course, we are joined by Psyonix Corey and Psyonix Ian. They're joining us here today. Gentlemen, how you doing? How you doing?
Oh, we're doing good. we're happy to be here. So happy to be here. Also, we saw Johnny. We had to match that energy.
Yeah, that energy, we had to match the EU energy, right? My man comes out with sunglasses on, so why would we not do the same?
Of course.
That's true. That's true. And I appreciate it. Y'all look good. Everybody, we all look good. Look at everybody with the glasses on.
I was saying it in the standby room. I was saying roll Dizz with shades hits different, and I truly believe it. I truly believe it.
And you know what?
We all look good.
I think so. I think so. But we gotta take the glasses off for a second because you know why? We gotta reveal something.
It's
here.
business time.
Yeah. We got something that we want to reveal to you guys. Obviously, if you didn't see the primer, first of all, what are you doing? RL Esports on Twitter. Secondly, we still got the image for you now. This is the new custom UI that's going to be used for RLCS X Championships. Guys, this is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Talk to me about the philosophy behind this UI.
All right. So yeah, this is kind of getting to see behind the scenes a little bit of how we create stuff, right? Like this image is obviously not final of what it'll all look like live in the show, but this is kind of the fun thing of like what we get to do is like, you know, the community really led pushing us towards this UI. Like no question, every grid stream was like, you know, doing something crazy with the stats tracking that they had available. And it's like, all right, we got to do it ourselves. We got to do it the way that we think is the Rocket League esports way. And, you know, I think the cool thing about this is we wanted to stay true to our old UI that we've done for years, but also kind of find a way to do, you know, enough information on the screen to be helpful, but also still kind of like keeping that clean Rocket League look. But the cool thing is, and this is kind of something me and gets talked about, is like the community gets to help us make this better. Like that's the way we approach everything. Like you guys know, like Rocket League esports is true and true, like community first always. And like the community said on the grid, every stream had this, so like we had to do it. And what better place than the championships to premiere it? So we're excited. This is the V1. You know, the V2 later this year going to be even better, but you know, the V1 we're excited for.
A leak.
That's a leak.
Oh, wait, hold on.
We're leaking. We're leaking. Corey, we got to get off the show, bro.
Wait.
We're already a leaky ship.
Okay, but like, still, we gotta see this in motion. I think that's really what a lot of people are trying to figure out is like, okay, what does this look like in action? I believe we do have a video of it, and we do.
It's here. You're seeing
there
it.
it
So this is you know, oops, we recorded in low when we did this, had to do it over the weekend, so sorry about that. But I mean, look, you're getting to see behind the development curtain here. But yeah, this is just showing how it'll move in action, and the big thing is up at the top left and right. You know, you'll start to see like when a shot on net happens, or you know, a save or something like that, or a whiff like that. I don't know. You know, you'll
don't have an event for that yet.
Yeah, we'll create an event for that. Actually, we can track whiffs, so we could actually do that one day. But yeah, it's basically just trying to give a little more information to the viewer of what's happening in Rocket League, but still keeping the center of the screen focused on the gameplay itself. Because we're Rocket League, gameplay is king.
Go ahead.
No, yeah, like, and I think like an important thing is that this is strictly for the broadcast, right? Like we're talking, this is broadcast only. This isn't like an in-game feature or anything. This is us switching up elements that we use for broadcast, right? So there's been like a little bit of confusion. I've seen people be like, is this going in-game? And the answer to that is no, right? So it's like, you know, we love the way that this looks, but like Corey said, there's still like, we always want to improve. And so how do we do that, right? Like we have to take in community feedback. We have to listen to what everybody's saying, and then also, you know, as we go into the off season and we have, you know, off season tournaments, like there's going to be a lot of opportunity for, you know, tournament or like tournament providers essentially, right? Like our third party tournaments to be able to sort of, you know, like test with the format even more, and then we can, you know, hopefully glean from that. More for V2, like Corey said, which he leaked, will be coming later this year.
Yeah. Well, always trying to push it whenever I get on the shows, you know. But I think like that's kind of the fun thing, right? Is it's got to keep true to like what viewing Rocket League is now, and then I think the biggest thing is like we want to hear that feedback. We want to like look if someone says they hate it, like I want to know why they hate it. Like that's fine, like. But I think that's kind of the fun of like Rocket League is it's kind of grown with us. Like this is an evolution of viewing Rocket League, and you know, like Ian said, this is the fun thing of like on the esport is like we can try all this stuff and learn more about, you know, what our fans love. And, you know, I think the cool thing is we're kind of viewing this as like how we're going to approach, you know, every single one of our products of like, you know, when you watch CRL, when you watch any stream in the Rocket League ecosystem that isn't just RLCS, it'll have a similar look and feel. So, you know, like, oh, this is Rocket League Esports. Like, I think that's really the thing we want to start hitting, because I think it's just going to help the audience start to understand of like what happened in that play, because there's just so much always going on. And I think like, you know, when we start getting more elements like the face cams in, you know, all those sort of things, like it does get really busy. But I think that's one thing is like we still want to look at new ways to kind of use this UI, and it is a tool in the arsenal of our broadcasts. And you know, we're excited to see what the community thinks of it after this week.
Babber?
I was gonna ask you if you had a question, Bates.
I don't have any questions. I just love looking at it. Personally,
I
had a question for you, Damar.
with
I had a question for you, Damar.
Okay.
All right, so you know you're all CS caster all that big time. So I don't even know I don't really know how you cast games. I don't know any of y'all cast games. It looks really difficult. But so are you gonna have like this up on one screen while you're casting? Is like, because that gives you like even more detail now?
Okay,
I'm just
so
wondering.
this is also kind of a leaky hole and like behind the scenes on things, but yeah, we will. It's definitely everyone does it differently. There's all preference, but this is going to be something that we will all be able to see in real time as well. So people will have the option. Some people want to like actually come in and look at individual like players. I know, like for example, Johnny's told me he likes to go in the game and like just stick on a player cam the entire time. I like a more overhead view, but it depends if I'm doing play-by-play or color. But yeah, this is definitely going to be something that, like, I know people like Stacks. Stacks is going to love this because it's clear. It doesn't mess with like your own visuals. It's easy to see, and it keeps track of everybody's boosts as well as, you know, showing people what they see live.
Yeah, I think it's just trying to give another layer of the story of a Rocket League match, because I think that like when you see a team really on like the defensive end for so long, you're like, what's going on? Why can't they get out? And like you see like, oh, all of them have like 10 boosts. Like, of course they can't do anything. Like they're being a little more conservative. Like that 10 boost is super valuable in those crucial moments. So I think it's starting to paint like those more pictures of like, you know, rolled is like those moments that you're having like crazy defensive like kind of action and stuff like that. The fans will be able to understand why you have to play a certain way. I think that's cool. And I think the other thing too is like, you know, the stat integrations that we're going to be doing through this. So, you know, I confirmed with production this morning, so I could talk about it. Is like we will have like post-screen like stats, like it's all coming in at the wire, you know, as always. But you know, basically like be able to get more of those real-time, like, okay, like what is the story of this match more so than what we saw in real time? Like let's look at it in the post. And I think like, you know, for the V2 and stuff, like we want to expose like, I think the whiff thing, I got to figure out how we do that now.
That'd be so cool.
Well, we should get crossbars for Chicago too.
I mean, if we're doing it for Chicago, we have to do it for CRL. So I mean, like,
Crossbar Rocket League is that the?
Don't go up that number for CRL. Don't go up that number for CRL. It's gonna make it.
I don't want to be on TBates' radar, dude. I take it back.
But I think a whiff counter in CRL.
Oh no.
All right.
I keep it. No.
But yeah, like in seriousness though, like when we did this, like the whole point is adding, like Corey said, the context to the whole game, right? Like all of us live and breathe Rocket League. For a player that's new, it's going to help them understand what's happening. Like Corey's saying, why is having low boost important? Then you're going to see like all the boost gauges are low. And as a new player, you're going to be like, okay, I kind of understand. They can't even get in the air, you know?
Right.
Like there's ways that you can kind of tell the story of the game. And especially like Corey's saying, you know, like the post-game screen will have a ton of useful stats, and you'll be able to see, you know, hopefully in the future, like possession, all that stuff, because it is super important to as the game continues to grow, we want to be able to bring people in and have them, you know, like intuitively be able to understand it. Rocket League's a very intuitive game, but the UI is a place where we can improve on that, and we want to keep doing that. And it's going to be an iterative process. This is not like the end point. This is very much the beginning point for what we want the viewing experience of Rocket League Esports to be in the future.
What's up?
I love it.
I love it. I've been waiting for it.
Yes.
I've been waiting for this. Ooh.
Wow. Okay. Wow. All right. So we definitely got to process that, gentlemen. But honestly, I'm really excited. Champs is coming up this weekend. We're gonna be able to see that in action for the first time. So obviously, you guys already know where to go right here on Twitch.tv/Rocket League to see that happen this week with Champs starting tomorrow.
Yeah. No, I think for us, like, being able to do this at the end of the year, with RLCSX, the crazy journey this has all been for all of us. I think, like, it when we started this year, I mean, really 2020, like spring series and all that sort of stuff, to now, it's like it feels like an eternity. And it's kind of nice that we're all kind of getting to close out this year and look ahead and look at the positive things coming our way. And I think, like, this UI is something the community's wanted for it. And obviously there's a lot of other things the community wants that we know about, that we're working on and working towards. So, like, I think, like, we're really hopeful for the future of Rocket League Esports, and we're hoping this week's going to be a blast. And, we want to do more cool stuff. Like, I mean, First Touch, like, I got to say it, you guys have been phenomenal. Couldn't have asked for a better, like, show. Like, me and Ian, since day one, always been wanting to see a podcast. Like, literally, like, during this dude's interview, me and him were talking about a podcast. And
that was an hour-long conversation, Corey.
Yeah.
We were walking back to the office, and I was like,
yeah,
even if I don't get this job,
that podcast will happen, and you know that I took your idea. but I think, like, it's just been so amazing to see other communities embrace the show and what you guys have done, and it's just been awesome. We love it. You got the normal glasses on, so I don't see no tears yet, Dad.
Right. Look, we're just gonna tilt the hat down. That's what we're gonna do.
I don't have a hat. Somebody help. Yeah, but like, just to add on to what Corey was saying, it's like I remember distinctly, I was laying in bed and Corey goes, dude, this First Touch show is lightning in a bottle. And I was like, is it? And I checked it out and I was like, all right, we have to make this happen. Like, they need a bigger platform. You guys are, like, so much fun to watch. And I cannot tell you, like, every week, I know that we go into our Discord and we're like, you guys crushed it, but, like, we actually believe that. And it's, like, such an exciting thing to see this show take off. And, like, this finale episode, you guys put that all together yourselves. You guys come to me, you're like, hey, we've got Sunless, Musty, Chicago, Gyro, Johnny. I'm like, okay, this is going to be amazing, right? Like, you guys did that all yourself. Like, you guys are building an amazing show together. And, like, just to be able to come on and talk to you guys just about a small thing like the UI, right? Like, the UI in the grand scheme of Rocket League Esports is a small thing, but it's like a thing the community has wanted. But, like, just being able to come on, chat with you guys and give you a little bit more of a peek behind the curtain of, like, how we work and why we do the things that we do. Like, it's just, I love it. It's just been great.
Yeah. No, I mean, you guys this is exactly what Rocket League is all about, bringing the community together. So we love it.
All right,
we
I
love
need
you
these
guys.
glasses on. I need these
Yeah,
glasses.
I'm gonna glasses on. And
I'm not
Koji,
crying, dude. It's fine.
Koji, I think you can get us out of here because we've
Koji,
done
please.
our bit.
The tears.
But also, credit to Koji and the Bento squad behind the scenes making all this happen.
Oh, one more quick thing before we go. I want to shout out our internal team that all worked on the UI. Let me take this a little glasses off moment. I want to shout out our team that worked on the UI. I want to shout out Nate, Trey, Joe Glonick, obviously Murdy Shaw, our boy Shice, Jake Friedman, Monty Morano. Like, there was so many people that went into this and, like, had so much great feedback and, like, really cared about how we were presenting the sport. Like, I just want to shout out everybody because it's totally a huge team effort behind the scenes when we do a project like this. So just real quick, now back to my crying shades. I'm sorry. See you guys.
Oh
man! Wow,
we're getting praised a lot today.
We leave the guests the floor at the end, but my goodness, is there anything else you guys want to say before we let you go?
No. Just watch this week. Watch this week. That's all.
That's it. Championships will be this week. Gentlemen, Ian, Corey, thank you so much for coming here on the show. It's just a pleasure to have you two in general, let alone to be able to show and present this new eye. We greatly appreciate it.
Thanks for having us, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Oh gosh,
I was really about to cry.
Everybody's trying to get to me. They're trying to get to me. They're trying to get to you. They're trying to get to you.
I had, like, tears here. I was like, keep it together. Wow.
Trying not to blush the whole time, just smiling.
It's crazy. It's crazy when you think about it, like, for real. And I gotta stop myself too, because I'll go on my whole little soliloquy, run out of time. Don't want to do all that. Don't want to do that. We gotta get through today. But yeah, obviously watch championships this weekend, ladies and gentlemen. Please do. It's gonna be amazing. It's just gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing. Moving on, boys. we've asked everybody else. Everybody else. We've been talking about it for a couple weeks. We've been teasing. We've been leading up to it. It's time for First Touch Championship bracket predictions. Let's get into it. Let's get right into it. We got, how much time we got? We got about 8 minutes left on the clock.
We got a speed run.
Start us off, big dog.
Oh my.
Oh, wait, we are.
goodness
Oh, okay.
Gracious, we got brackets here. All right, so as you can see, we're gonna start out in round 1. Now, we spoke to 2 of the players from each team. We spoke to one of the players from each team. And, you know, Gyro is extremely confident. I see this being a close series, honestly. It was a close series last time they matched up against each other. I think G2 is going to take it. Now we go up to the quarterfinals. Space Station versus Rogue. Low-key, you know, I think Rogue's on the upswing. And I think there's a lot to play for Rogue. You know, they have not been confident lately. They have been struggling a lot lately, and I just think they're gonna come out swinging. I think they're gonna take the series. I think First Killer does not want to go out this early in championships. I think with that top 25 list that we made, he's got something to prove, and he's gonna show out. I'm not saying that any other player, you know, we're gonna move by it. So we're gonna Space Station versus G2. I got, you know, as Reed said, it is the boring playstyle, and it's their most threatening matchup just because of the playstyle. I think Space Station will take that. And that's something that TBates is not happy to hear. You guys can't see his face, but he's like, what is this man talking about? And we move by. So I got MV versus Rogue in the semifinals. And just off the momentum, I think Rogue is going to take that. MV has been looking a little lopsided. They're looking for some extra parts, and TBates his face is going crazy again. I can't wait to hear his rebuttal. But I think Envy. Look at TBates.
Just keep it going, Ross. Keep it going.
I think Envy will fall. And then I got the General NRG taking on Space Station, and the General NRG will take that. And with the winners of the grand finals, the General NRG will take the NA championships. That is my bracket.
You bracket now.
Yeah, we gotta come on. We gotta go through it, big dog.
Oh goodness. Okay, we moving. I got the speed run. All right. First round. We got Team Queso taking on Solary. I do not have too much faith in Solary, even after the recent performances. They've been looking great. I think Team Queso will take that. Going into quarterfinals, Top Chokes versus Guild Esports. Guild is looking on fire. I am taking Guild every day of the week. Top Chokes against Team Queso. I can't take Top Chokes. Team Queso moves on. Team Vitality versus Guild. Now that is a toughie, but I don't think Vitality has been looking on form as of lately. I will take Guild over them. And then Team BDS over Team Queso. That is a no-brainer. Team BDS winning that region is a no-brainer as well. That is my picks. And then for OCE, I have Ground Zero, and South America, I have True Neutral.
Okay.
All right. Wow.
The Babern, I believe you are now up.
Oh, yes. It is time. I'll let Coach, you know, we'll get everything in. But Coach, whenever you're ready, go ahead and show them the bracket. It's a little different, but the result is always the same. So I gotta go. We gotta go 2 versus FaZe Clan. Chicago, he's worried about SSG, but you gotta get there first, baby. I don't even know if you're sleeping on AJ while I was grinding 10 hours a day. FaZe, I got him. Next thing you know, we go to the top half. SSG versus Rogue. First Killer may be ready, but I just don't think he can handle that boring play style that Chicago's talking about. Because guess what? He's not the only player on the field. Toroko gets demoed by Arsenal. Reddle slots the shot. It's over for him. SSG move on. Rogue go to the bottom half. Rogue versus FaZe Clan. That's a simple series. Rogue move on. We don't even need to break that down. When it comes to the Machine against SSG, now see, I think that one, that's the one that's gonna go the distance there. That's definitely gonna be a tough one because the Machine. The parts, we've been talking about the parts all day, all night. We've been talking about them, but I think that they finally got the parts together. I think Miss been putting in the hours. Hopefully I'm right. Hopefully Atomic comes out in the finish. SSG is going to go down, and we're going to move on to the grand finals. Now, General NRG versus Rogue, that's also going to be a tough one, but guess what? The General, they're here to play. Garrett G, he's a captain, but now he's a commander under the General NRG. They're going to move forward. Then it's going to be the Machine against the General NRG. And my goodness, a top can be on the Fennec. Miss can have 100 hours. It won't matter. It won't matter.
Those are words.
Because Justin's going to be here to play. Commander Garrett G. He's going to be commanding the troops. The Squishy Muffin. Oh, my goodness. We might see a new highlight play from him. That's the North American bracket. We got to go to Europe real quick. You're about to see the speed run. Solary versus Team Queso. Might as well flip a coin. What I get? It don't matter. Solary wins. I just flipped the coin. Top Chokes versus Guild. Oh, come on now. Top Chokes. Choking to the lower bracket. They're going to go against Solary. They're going to choke out on that as well. And then when you talk about Gil and Team Vitality, see, Gil, everybody's been talking about Gil being this like #2 team and you know, they're really on it. But I looked at the match history between Vitality and Gil. And as of recently, Vitality's been dominating Gil in every single series. Gil only won the last one, and it was a close one. It went the distance. So I got to go with Team Vitality. Vitality going to play against BDS because BDS are going to whoop, whoop, whoop right through Solary. And then it's going to be a BDS final. And then when you talk about OCE, we got Ground Zero Gaming. That's not even a discussion. You talk about South America, we got True Neutral. What?
This man's representing 2 rosters. Wait, where's TBates? Who is that? That's an imposter.
Are you done?
I'm done.
Is it now my turn?
It is your turn.
Oh, goodness.
Pull the NA bracket.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Let me tell you something right now. Y'all hardly listen to yap, yap, yap coming from Roll Dizz and Dazerin Williams. And now you go listen to the gospel from Bates. G2 versus Spade. You already know what's going to happen. I got the red on for the reason. J-Nob's top left, top right. Gyro, I love you, but it's not going to happen this weekend. I'm sorry, AJ. I love you too, man. I even had you 18. Might need you to put you at 15. It's okay, though. It doesn't matter where you are. You're not going to be G2 in prime form. G2 moves by space. Space Station versus Rogue up top. People, they all to do is gas first. Killer saying he's the greatest carry player in NA right now. Yap, yap, yap. That's too much yap, yap, yap. You got to have faith when you're trying to beat Space Station. You can't be bumping your teammates around. You can't be having the ball on top of you 94/7. It doesn't work out like that. You're going down to the losers bracket. Space Station moves on. Rogue versus G2. I'm still moving along with Team Canada / Team USA, even though Rogue also has Team Canada. But G2's got the better jersey, and they also have the better players. More teamwork on the team. Drizz has uplifted them. They're better than Rogue. Envy versus Space Station. You already know where I'm going. The machine. Just nothing else has to be said. Just that simple. Mist getting the hours up. Atomic getting the hours up. Turbo posted the 4th time for a reason. The parts are all gonna be in store. Just like I got this hat on for him. And NRG versus G2. I love you, G2. I love you so much. But there's a reason he's the captain. He's Captain America for a reason. He's got Justin, and he's got Squishy, who was also disrespecting the top 25. They move on, but at the end of the day, it's Envy's time. NRG, you got your 2 majors in, but it's championship time. This is where Turbo Pulsar comes to play. Online or land, doesn't really matter. You take that type of experience. He's got 4 rings for a reason. You got Mitch, you got Atomic. They'll be ready come championship Sunday. And Envy's going to take in NA. Movies over to be time into EU.
You said it's BDS region.
Uh-oh.
Wait, what?
Whoa.
Uh-oh. Whoa.
Uh-oh, I believe he got a little bit of a shake-up.
No.
I believe he got a little bit of a shake-up.
What? No!
I believe he got a little bit of a shake-up. Hold on, you had your turn. It's Bates' turn. I was quiet your whole entire time. You was doing your soliloquy. It's my time to do my diatribe. Solary versus Team K, so I don't really care who wins that. I just pick Solary. It doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter at all. Top Blokes versus Guild. Guild's the second best team in EU right now. I just had to let all y'all know. Top Blokes Rams, I love you even in the coach's video, but you have no chance. Guild's gonna finish in probably 2 best of 5s, probably a quick sweep both times. Move you down to the loser bracket, play Solary, Astral, top 2 player in EU. He's gonna be popping off shots. That's getting in for him. You gotta give the respect to him. Solary's gonna move by Top Blokes. Then Team Vitality versus Guild Esports. I believe we had an RL Esports article that came out. Their analysts picked their second best team EU, and they all got Guild, and that's accurate. Vitality was 3 for a reason. Guild over Vitality. Vitality's on the decline. Guild's on the up, and Guild's on the incline. And I expect to see that. BDS versus Solary. You already know BDS is gonna win that. But when it comes to the final game, the championship, this is where Guild finishes. We had some clips that unfortunately couldn't make it to broadcast, but I would have showed y'all. Guild played BDS. The last time I played, I believe Guild's 2-1 against me, or 3-2, something along those lines. It's really close. They're the only team that can take the BDS. They're not scared of them. Noli has no fear of them. Devo's been up. Devo's been increasing his gameplay, and throws there. I love Mark Bay. He's one of the best shooters in the game. Monkey Moon, he's undeniable how great he is. An extra, you're way better than 24 player in the world, as Ro will put you, but it doesn't matter. Guild, they have the chemistry, they got the teamwork, and it looks to me like they are BDS's kryptonite. That's why I got Guild. I'm the only person on this broadcast the whole entire day to pick a team other than BDS to win, and I'm gonna stick with the Guild all the way. And my last two teams, ground zero and true neutral. But yeah, that's it. Look at that. Look at that list. All BDS, and then you got Bates at the bottom with Guild. All NRG, SSG, phase, and you got the machine. We're gonna see who comes out victorious and all this, folks. But that's all I need to say, gentlemen.
I'm speechless.
I don't know. I don't know.
I have no words. Damar, take it away.
I don't. Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
I already did.
I just didn't expect any of that. Yo, TBates always comes through with the most outlandish things I've ever heard.
There's nothing outlandish about it. You watched the Guild BDS series last time. Nola's missing open nets in Game 6. He scores to open net Game 6 and move on to Game 7. Anything can happen. It's tight between them.
Who's to say he won't miss another one?
He's not gonna miss another. He's got that clutch gene in him. He said on me. Once you say on me, you own up. You got that onus on you. Second time comes around, he'll be there. Devo's been balling now. He's looking true. And then the machine. I mean, I've been riding all year, and I don't plan on stopping now. I told y'all the parts will be in come championship week, and let me tell you, they're coming in nice and sharp. I saw Atomic on the game for once yesterday. This might be bad news bears. He'll switch between Octane and Fennec, but we all know what Carl play when the money's on the line.
Yeah, Octane. And then you'll be screaming, no, no, no. Oh.
Don't be no.
Because if he's on the Octane, he might choke. And we don't want to see that. Oh my God. I cannot believe that. I genuinely can't. Okay, we definitely gonna need some time to process this, but it's coming down to that moment. It's coming down to that moment where we're gonna have to let everything be decided for itself. Championship week is this week, but we do have to say goodbye, and it's gonna be for a while. It's been an incredible year. It's been like an incredible 6 months. I mean, when we started doing First Touch, it was in January, where we were just doing it on the stream for a couple hours every week, and look at where we are now. It's actually unreal. It's actually unreal, the things that have transpired, and I couldn't be more happy to be here with Raul, Dizz, and TBates. As crazy as this has all been, as many times as I've yelled in my life, I wouldn't take it back, not once. So you two, I just want to say thank you to you two, because I couldn't be more appreciative to be doing this with you guys. I really do appreciate that. So, gentlemen, we're getting ready to close out. I'm gonna leave y'all both the floor. Any final thoughts?
Hey, just back off what you were saying. I couldn't do this with anybody else, honestly. I think the chemistry that us three have is something that's unique. Even from the start, we'd hop in the Discord and it's just right from the get, like we just be screaming at each other or just bellowing. And as much as we have down times or times that aren't so great, we have great times, and it's always a blast. And I'm thank you to the fans who have made any of this possible. I think we'd still be doing it regardless, but I mean, you guys really make the show a lot more enjoyable. So thank you for tuning in every week, and thank you to you, Daz. Thank you to you, TBates, for working as hard as you guys do. I appreciate you both.
I just want to say thank you to Damar Williams and Raul Diaz for giving me this opportunity to come on here with them from the initial on Damar stream and just talk a whole bunch of Rocket League that we all love. I really do love both of y'all. Sometimes I might not show it, but it's there. It's very much there. With that being said, I also want to thank all the fans, all my haters, all my lovers. I do read all the comments on Reddit and YouTube. So when you say stuff, I do read everything. And so I'm always trying to improve. So I thank y'all for that as well. I want to thank Ian and Corey for giving us this opportunity as well, putting us on this broadcast and enabling us to really shine. And then lastly, I want to thank Koji. He's behind the cams and everything else. He's the one that makes the show run. Without him, the show would not be a thing, and it wouldn't be as clean as it is every single week. So he's really the GOAT. And even though you can't see his face, he's probably smiling somewhere. But yeah, but yeah, this show's amazing. I really do. I look forward to my Monday so much now, just so I could talk and be with y'all.
He does. He does. TBates is more passionate about this show than I've seen. I've worked in esports for 5 years. There's not many people as passionate as he is. Like it's real. It's real. So, obviously, thank you everybody for joining us here. Season 1 of First Touch is now concluded. We'll be back. I bet you'd like to know when. I bet you would. But until then, tune in. Make sure to follow us all on our socials at iDazerin on Twitter, at RollDizz on Twitter, at TBates on Twitter, and of course at RL Esports on Twitter for more stuff. TBates, you look like you got something to say.
The machine. I'll see you come Sunday.
Oh goodness.
The general will be waiting on the final bracket. We'll see you in the grand finals. Anyways, thank you guys. Obviously, thank you to all of our guests that we've had on so far for this first season. Thank you to obviously Koji and the rest of Bento for all their hard work. And thank you for Psyonix for all their support as well. And of course, thank you to the fans, because without you, we just BS. Much love, and we will see you guys on the next season. Peace. Much love to you.